Peace to everyone. So this is one of my projects. It's one of my Gunstock war clubs with a big fat blade. This is patterned after one from a fox chief had this one. Basically, what I was trying to do is I was trying to create a gap and pour some liquid solder. As you can see, I got some of the stuff on the floor, and it barely any of it really stuck. Like there's maybe a couple little spots where it actually stayed. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna go a little bit less historical. I'm gonna use shims. Shims made from leftover pieces of wood that I just happen to have in my shop. And yeah, so basically that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna cut it tomorrow after the Type on 3 wood glue dries, because that's the stuff to use. And I'm gonna resand this blade. And hopefully this weekend when I go to Dragon Fest, this is, which is what I plan on doing this Saturday, I can take it with me and showcase it with some friends of mine. And, but yeah, I mean, there was a bunch of like literal burnt wood. Like this thing would have been flatter like the rest of it. Now it's gonna be a little bit oblong, or not oblong, but a little bit beveled unintentionally. However, you look at it, it is sticking out more because of all the shims I put in, trying to straighten this thing out as best I could. And also to act as filler for the glue to make this thing stay in place, because the solder didn't really hold. I dropped this thing and the solder just came loose. A lot of these had a brass pin in here, and I can really kind of see why now. I already can kind of tell why, but it's more obvious now more than ever. But yeah, on the flip side, I got this guy right here that I'm working on. This thing, I drilled a bigger hole than I intended. I was gonna fill it in with solder. I was gonna bore that out, but nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna kind of leave it as it is. Historical pieces actually had gaps in them like this sometimes, but also had solder sometimes. This is gonna have to be a replica of one that just simply had the gap, because that blade's on pretty dang good and it's going all the way through. Whereas this one's not. Like the tang is basically like a half tang. So in the future, I'm gonna go more with full tangs, or full length tangs at least. I have another one like that that's going to become this color, but be more this shape. But we'll have that blade, or blade akin to that. It'll be a little more in line with the historical original piece, and instead of being plated upholstery tacks, they're going to be solid brass heads from Not the Hollow Trading Company. I bought some of their stuff over the years, and generally their stuff's actually solid brass, but these ones happen to be plated ones. They did actually replace these with solid brass heads years ago, because I guess they're kind of embarrassed, and I appreciate that. So they did right by me. But yeah, the next one's going to be more historically correct, although unlike the original one this is based off of, the next one's going to have a tang, probably, if I can, that goes all the way through, or at least yeah, and I might go ahead and actually do some type of a brass pin, which means I'll be using my angle grinder to cut a little channel in the middle of the tang, and then I'll drill a hole where it's supposed to go, and then put a brass rod in there and shorten it and pin it, mushroom it as a I could have done that with this one. I just didn't feel like doing it at this point. I just kind of want to get it solid. But yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be pretty cool, and hopefully it will be a hit at Dragon Fest, and hopefully my friends will love it, and it'll be cool. It's pretty massive. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. I'll check you later. But